What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So it looks like the developers of Paladins has a game for the Nintendo Switch, and it could be Paladins coming to the system. So let's go ahead and get into this article here. Shout outs to DualShockers and also Nintendo Everything for it. So Paladins developer Hi-Rez Studio appears to be planning something for the Nintendo Switch. The CEO Hi-Rez was recently asked if the team intends to release any current or future projects on the Nintendo Switch, to which he responded with maybe yes, then yes. So basically he said yes, but I'm not saying which game. Now, at the end of November, it was discovered that the updated engine config files for Paladins reference Nintendo Switch. However, it's not necessarily confirmed that the game will be coming to the system at this point. Hi-Rez Studios has not confirmed Paladins is coming, and of course, we'll keep you guys updated on anything that comes of this, because I actually released a video a while back saying that Paladins could come to Nintendo Switch based on those config files in terms of that being reported, and I think that Paladins is coming to Nintendo Switch based on the information that we've received. So far we have two different articles, one of them with the config files saying Paladins is pretty much going to be on Nintendo Switch, and then this other bit of information now saying, yeah, we have a game for Nintendo Switch, but we're not telling you which one it is. Now we have the rumors of the Nintendo Switch, and on top of that, Paladins is their bread and butter. Hi-Rez isn't some massive studio that has a bunch of different games, and maybe one of them could be coming to the Switch. In my opinion, the game that they are bringing to the Nintendo Switch has to be Paladins, but I'm just guessing based on what he's saying right here and the fact that Paladins has been so successful. It's hard for a hero type shooter to kind of break in. We saw that with Lawbreakers kind of not doing very well, and Paladins has been able to carve out a nice little market for itself outside of Overwatch, because Overwatch is dominating everything, and there's a bunch of other MOBAs and all sorts of stuff on the market. So Paladins is doing pretty well, and a smart CEO, a smart developer would get on that Nintendo Switch trail at this point, because guess what? Most of the MOBAs and most of the other games are on the Nintendo Switch. Arena of Valor hasn't hit the Switch yet. It is coming, but it's not on there right now. Overwatch, it's not on the Switch right now. Why not be the first to market when it comes to a high quality hero type of shooter and get on there? I think they can have a lot of success. Heck, we saw that with Street Fighter, one of the first fighting games on the Nintendo Switch, and guess what? 500,000 units of sales as of last year, like mid or so last year, 500,000 units. Who says Paladins can't do that or then some on the Nintendo Switch, especially with a bigger install base than Street Fighter and that Pokken Tournament and some of these other games have had to work with when it comes to competitive online games. So I think they should really make sure that they get on top of that. I feel it's going to be Paladins, and maybe we find out the first bit of it at the Nintendo Direct, the rumored Nintendo Direct. It's not confirmed yet, but the rumored Nintendo Direct, maybe there's something going down where they announce Paladins is coming to Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about this article here? How do you feel about Paladins? Do you feel that it's going to be coming? Do you think it's going to be something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next article here, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the little blurb that was in Nintendo's PR release for them being the fastest selling home console of all time in the US. And Nintendo did say that Switch owners can expect more support from Activision, Take-Two, and other third parties. So let's go ahead and get into this article here, and I will be rereading over the whole PR release that I already talked about before, just for those who missed it. So Nintendo did share some big information about the Nintendo Switch recently. They shipped it over 4.8 million units sold in 10 months. It has become the fastest selling home console system of all time in the US, and that outpaces the Wii's 4 million that it did back in 2006 to 2007. Now, in the announcement, Nintendo included an interesting little note that basically says that there's a lot more third-party support from big Western companies and big Japanese developers, and here's what they had to say. Quote, fans can also expect continued support from major publishers such as EA, Activision, Ubisoft, Capcom, Sega, Take-Two, and Bethesda, plus a growing catalog of quality independent developers. So that is very interesting. So it seems like EA has some more games, Activision, Ubisoft, all of these developers that they're naming here, we haven't heard what they have planned for 2018 for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I can say a couple of those in terms of some of the games. We know that EA is bringing over FE, that is an independent game that EA is publishing. That's coming over to the Nintendo Switch. We do know that Ubisoft's still apparently in the works works is Steep. That game's coming over, and on top of that, there also is like that airplane game. I forgot what it's actually called. I'll have a listing up here for you guys, but I think it's like Starlink Battle for Atlas. Yeah, there you go. Starlink Battle for Atlas. That game's also coming from Ubisoft, so maybe we get 2 games from them, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be more than that. We also have some DLC for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, some story content also coming in here. In terms of Bethesda, we do know that Wolfenstein 2, that game will be coming to Nintendo Switch in 2018. We just don't know when. Maybe we'll find out at the rumored Nintendo Direct if that actually goes down. Now, the most interesting one out of all this is Activision. What are they going to be bringing over? It seems like Skylanders is kind of dead, so I'm not sure if that franchise is going to be coming over. What else do they have for the Switch? I mean, obviously they didn't bring over much. Outside of Skylanders, they haven't done much for the Nintendo Switch. They didn't bring over anything. They didn't bring over their Call of Duties or Destiny or any of the games that they had. So maybe they bring over a port of Destiny. Maybe they have a port of the next Call of Duty game coming. Maybe they have an old school port. Maybe they have a Modern Warfare or something like that. Not really sure what they're going to be bringing over, but it'll be interesting to see. Now, when it comes to Take-Two, I think that we can expect the basketball game to come over. So as far as like NBA 2K, we all know that's probably going to be coming in 2018, just because NBA 2K18 did okay on the Nintendo Switch. Take-Two said that they were happy with the sales so far. We don't have any actual results, but they did say that they were happy with the sales, and obviously they're happy with the Nintendo Switch system sales. Everybody wants Grand Theft Auto, everybody wants Red Dead, people want games like that, so hopefully they do have something like that in the works. We've already went over the multitude of GTA 5 rumors for the Nintendo Switch that have been going on like a year and a half now, so we'll see if that actually happens. We all know Capcom and Japanese companies are going to be bringing support over to Nintendo Switch, so there's no need to go over that. We're going to see Mega Man. We're going to see lots of other games from Capcom as well. Ace Attorney's coming in 2018. So it's going to be interesting to see all this, man. I'm excited for the third-party support. I know people have been really hard on Nintendo over the years for that. Heck, I've been hard on them when it comes to certain things, Japanese developers to be in particular. So I'm happy that they're getting way more support, and it's all based on the sales, man. Based on the sales, the architecture of the system, how Nintendo's been marketing it. It's for core gamers. A lot of core gamers are picking it up. People are picking up multiple systems for family members. It's just a good time to be a Nintendo fan, honestly. Like, this next Direct, when it does happen, or if it does happen, man, it's going to be really awesome. And there's some other news that we're going to talk about that in a bit, but like I said, that'll be for a separate video where we talk more about that. But what do you guys think about what Nintendo had to say here? What are your predictions, realistic predictions, for some of the third-party support that we can see? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the last article here, we have a brand new Nintendo Switch game announcement here. So the Metroidvania style action RPG Feudal Alloy has been announced for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch, and it's featuring a fishbowl-powered medieval robot. So that's pretty cool, right? So A2 Games, the studio behind Toby, The Secret Mine, has announced that Feudal Alloy, a Metroidvania-style action RPG with fishbowl-powered medieval robots for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam as well. So here's an overview of the game via A2 Games. Here's the about. Feudal Alloy is a Metroidvania-style action RPG with fishbowl-powered medieval robots. Explore an unusual medieval world with a fishbowl-powered robot A2. Improve your combat techniques and skills by smashing many kinds of mechanic creatures and talk to other inhabitants using unique animated branching dialogues in a hand-drawn world made by a 2-member team. That's interesting. Only 2-member teams as far as the hand-drawn elements. And here are the key features. A2 is an ordinary farmer robot who lives in a small cottage in the sunflower fields. He has been living a simple but pleasant life until a bunch of outlaws attacked the village, stole their oil supplies, and burnt his house down. Fortunately, he manages to grab his old sword and fled into the woods. Fishbowl-powered medieval robots, dynamic action combat system with swords, grenades, dodges, and other special attack moves, a lot of different equipment that can change both player appearance and attributes, a unique dialogue system, animated bubbles, a huge interconnected world to explore filled with a wide range of enemies, bosses, and side quests, varied hand-drawn environments, loot and a lot of loot, hidden collectibles, and secret areas. And of course, there is the announcement trailer here, and this is actually really cool. I actually like the fact that they have this hand-drawn element. It doesn't exactly remind me of Battleship Brigade, but it is kind of like Battleship Brigade. Like, when you look at everything here, he's smashing things up, you're collecting loot. This is the style of game that is perfect for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this character looks ridiculous. Obviously, it looks ridiculous, but it's, I guess, supposed to be ridiculous. I mean, a fishbowl living inside of a robot. Like, what's going on here? It kind of reminds me of, like, Earthworm Jim a little bit, where you have, like, a power suit and, like, a little organism living inside of there. So, I mean, it's a little bit like that. But overall, I'm still excited for this style of game, Metroidvania and loot. This is the kind of direction that I wanted to see Metroid go for a long time. Like, I know Nintendo's probably never going to give Metroid like the type of RPG elements that I want it to have. Maybe they'll add in just a little bit, but I love Metroidvania. I love Castlevania just as much as I love Metroid. I love Castlevania just as much, and it's always been an action RPG. That's what the Metroidvania style is. You have to add in those RPG elements, so I'm really excited to see that, and this one looks like a game that I'm going to play, guys. Like, this one definitely looks like a game that I'm going to play. I love the aesthetic of it, just like Battleship Brigade has that nice hand-drawn animation, just looks clean. Play it on your TV, play it on the go. This is perfect for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm really excited about this one just because of the Metroidvania style. So what do you guys think about this here in terms of all the loot and the games and everything that we talked about in this article, the third-party stuff? It seems like there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming to Nintendo Switch soon. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page to consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.